Good morning, gentlemen. You know what time it is. It's just a little past 5:30. We warmed up the car and we're going to the gym. And I really didn't want to get up today. But, you have to do what you gotta do. And no one's gonna get up early for you. No one's gonna warm up your car for you and go to the gym and do your workouts. No one's gonna go to work for you. You are responsible for the direction of your life, and nobody else is. You have to take responsibility for it, because as long as you don't take responsibility for it, no one else will. But people will blame you for your irresponsibility, and at the end of the time, regret will also blame you for it. But yeah, man, today's cardio day. Gonna be doing the incline level 10 at 3.5 miles per hour, and then do a little bit of abs later, and that's a workout for today. And we finally are able to hit it in the morning, because the last 2 days we're going to sleep late, because long conversations happen at night, so wasn't going to bed at the right time. But we're back on track. And what can we talk about? I think on the way to the gym, a good thing to just acknowledge is common knowledge. Nothing crazy, but it's, if you want different results, and different results than the average person or the common person, you're gonna have to do uncommon and unaverage kind of things. And that is your basis. You're doing the same thing as everybody else. And in terms of like this channel, we're gonna be talking about fitness, getting your fitness goals, and achieving your personal goals outside of work, outside your 9 to 5, figuring out a different way of growing. And also, this point of the channel is just to be a role model that I never had, in all those aspects of like growing up, going from boyhood to manhood, and just all the things I learned through my late teens, early 20s, late 20s, and just stepping into holding myself accountable for my life, and just going through the journey with you guys. So, but just on the basis of it for today, guys, if you want something that's only a small percentage of people have, you're gonna have to do what they do. You're gonna realize they got routines, they got schedules, they made plans. It didn't just accidentally happen, guys. They woke up one day and they were like, "Want to know? I'm gonna make a plan to achieve these goals." I assure you, they wrote it down. They figured out, okay, what do I gotta do on a monthly basis to get to that goal? If it's a year out, or if it's a big goal, right? It's a 2, 3, 5 year plan, right? A fitness goal could be within a year, right? You can do anywhere from 5 to 20 years of bad eating, and you can transform your fitness, your appearance in 1 year, if you really lock in and do the work and plan it, right? So what I'm saying is that you need to have a plan. Without a plan, don't expect good changes. It is beautiful things, and the really things that humans naturally desire. All those things come by planning. Other than that, it's inheritance. And you don't. If you're inheriting it, you didn't really work for it, right? So you want to find something in your life that you can put some pressure on yourself and resistance, because it's through pressure and resistance, a man grows. If you avoid responsibility, if you avoid pressure and resistance, you're not going to grow, right? A man's life is like a man's body. If you put your body through pressure and resistance and consistency, it's going to grow and build muscle, and that's attractive. And the same thing when you go through hardships, you follow through with what you got to be doing, you build a confidence, a man of action, and that becomes an attractive aura. If you're able to if you're able to write down what you got to do on a weekly basis, right, on a daily basis, and you write it down, and you find the will, the courage, the discipline to do that every single day, you form a different aura. You become confident in your self-ability to plan and do something, and that changes the way you think, especially when you start doing it for 14, 21 days straight, and that creates habits. And that's the whole point of creating schedules, right? When you sit down on the weekend and really figure out, okay, how does my morning, my evening, and my night look like, right? That gives you all the tasks that you need to complete on a daily basis for you to get to your goal, because your goal is made up of hundreds and thousands of days executed, right? It's the small things that you do every day that stack up and get you that big W, that big victory, those huge goals that you are desiring, right? So allow yourself on the weekend, figure out what your goals are, write it down, see how that what do you have to do on a daily basis for you to get there, and just do it. And that's how your life changes. If you take a snapshot of a person's life right here and right now, and what they're going through and what they're experiencing, right? Just like a little picture. 80% of the output that they're living in, right, was due to daily choices. Maybe 20% of what they're going through right now is due to something that happened in a day. But the 80% of what they're going through right now is based on thousands of days stacked on each other. It was a slow, nothing dramatic, nothing will change your situation in the moment right now, other than your daily habits and everything you've been doing for the last couple of months and years. If don't expect your life to change dramatically in just a snap of a finger, or like in 1 week your whole life changed. No, everything that's worth fighting for and going out and achieving it takes time. It just takes time. And that's why patience is necessary. And right, patience aside, if you become the person that you need to be to achieve the goals, patience doesn't really become a factor. It's like you waking up and doing what you always do just because it's who you are. Despite if you're going to get rewarded for it or no reward, you're doing you. So the best thing to build up is an identity that aligns with the goals that you're trying to achieve. For the fitness one, you make an identity that you're just fit. You think like a fit person. You work out, you eat the right things, you measure out, you figure out how you can get in extra little steps and activity throughout the day. You drink your water, you get your rest, you go to sleep at the right time, you get that average 7 hours of sleep every night. And when you integrate that into your life by creating rituals and creating schedules, over time it becomes a habit, right? We create plans, we create schedules intentionally to create habits, where when you stop doing what you've been doing for the last 14, 21, 30 days, you feel weird, because you're like, oh, this is unlike me, because over time you build habits, and these habits, right, become part of your identity, and you naturally do them. So, but okay, guys, this is just a short video for today. I'll make a video on the way to work, and then on the way to the work. But you guys stay blessed. Make sure you are doing what you got to be doing. Live a life with intention, and let there be action. and be of a man of action, and keep your word, do your prayers, and think about 3 things that you guys were grateful for when you start off the day. All right, take care, guys.